Want to welcome you to Pitbull Audio. Right now we're going through one of the coolest little keyboards that you're ever going to see. This is the MiniLab MkII. It is a controller keyboard that comes with software. What you just saw were the sounds of eCollection 5 and its brother software program, the Analog Analog Lab 2 and Analog Lite. And what I have in front of me is MiniLab MkII, and it's plugged up to Analog Lab, which is these cool sounds. Now, what do you get? Well, first of all, this is a controller. There's no sounds in it. The sounds are in the computer. It's got controller encoders that are right up here, and it also has RGB pads right here. It also has modulation strip and pitch strip. It has octave. It can do the pads. It also has, unlike many units that are out there, a full-size sustained pedal input. So when you're playing piano or any other instrument, you don't have to worry about pressing a stupid sustain button which takes your finger right off the keyboard. So if I've got this many sounds, right, in the software, and let's say I'm looking at 500 sounds to choose from, it's pretty easy to get lost. So if I was sitting down and I was working on a song, and there's a brass song, okay, that's great. That is a patch out of a Matrix 12 that we have, and I can change any of these parameters because they're automatically mapped, okay? And what you're seeing here is, this is filter frequency, filter resonance. So if I go, I want to make it the resonance. It's that easy. I don't have to sit there and dig into a bunch bunch of different controls. I can change the LFO. I can change the oscillator 1 frequency, which would be this guy. There's a lot of variables, even though these are presets, you can change them, and you can store those presets in other locations. So, you know, this gives you an idea how easy it is and how powerful it is, right? Okay. This has the complete set of 17 instruments. Okay, and I hope you guys have a screenshot on this, because I'm going to go through the instruments that are included. It's not real easy on the video to see all the cool stuff, but the classic virtual synthesizers would include an ARP 2600, a Yamaha CS80, a Roland Jupiter 8, a Moog modular, yes, including all the cables, a Mini Moog Model D. This is a Prophet V, that's a Prophet 5. My favorite, the Matrix 12 Oberheim, and there's Oberheim SEM, and the King of Kings, a Synclav digital synthesizer. Yes, the real thing is in there, along with analog instruments, including you have a Hammond B3, you've got a Vox organ, you've got a Farfisa organ, you've got a Wurlitzer, and you've got a grand piano along with a Rhodes. So you're covered whether you want analog instruments or you want retro synthesizers or digital instruments. It's really the best complete package. So how do I get to all these sounds and what do I do with them? Well, this comes with a browser, and the browser is set up so that you can pick what sound that you want, let's say bass. You can say what characteristics I want, let's say aggressive bass, and I can decide what instrument I want to use. Well, let's just say I don't know what I want right now. All I want is, I just want a bass sound. Now I'm going to do this off the instrument because this is all auto mapped. I don't have to mess with the mouse. So I'm going to go to the bass, right? Click, this is a click button, so I'm going to bam, notice it's all changed to bass, right? And then I want to go, oh, give me just the Mini Moog basses, okay? Because I want to audition those, right? I'm going to go to this knob, and it's going to see how it goes up and down. Now I'm going to go and audition some bass sounds. No, that's not it. That would be good for a soundtrack. A little bit funkier bass. No, that's not it. Fat bass. There you go. I like that. Okay, well, you see how fast that was about me auditioning bass sounds? I didn't have to worry about it. I just, okay, now I can just track it. Get my drum machine going or get my loop going, get Ableton Live. Oh, by the way, did I say that? This comes with Ableton Live, so you don't even have to worry about a DAW if you don't have one. It comes in the box. It's pretty crazy what a good deal this is. Okay, back to the bass. So we got the bass sound. Now we want to go to, oh, let me get some bass. I don't want any more mini sounds, and I don't want any more bass sounds. Give me, and you just heard some brass sounds. Give me some strings, okay? Now, what's interesting about this guy is you can go ahead and pick from a lot of different sounds. Let's say if I was going to go to the 2001 strings. No, that's not what I want. This would be the Jupiter 8 strings. I get it. No, that's not what I really want either. Air string. Now this, as you can see from over here, is the Selena. And that's going to be the, yeah, that's it, what I give me the Matrix 12 strings because I've used those before, and let me see what I have. The ensemble strings. Yeah, that's good. vibrato. No. No. Oh, that might work. That's an analog string for you. Now what's really great about this is I could go ahead and say, well, that's great with that's the, oh, no wonder I was on, I gotta get off the Mini. I was missing my 2-string. My Oberstrings. There we go. Okay, I'll go with the Oberstrings for that. Now we could go, so we got bass and we got some brass, and then we go, oh, okay, now I really want some, that's right, piano. Because guess what? That is going to be my basic sound that I'm going to write the song on. So we'll just pop up here to get rid of those strings. Okay, don't do this, get rid of that, and we're going to go right down to my piano V. And we're going to go to Concert Grand, right there. And that is the it's still there. This isn't cheaped out. These are the same core instrument engines that are in V Collection 5 for $500. So as you can see, it's very versatile, it's very fast. You get the software with it. I could even show you a picture of what that piano sounds like. It can pop up. There you go. It's pretty wild. I can even change, if I want to change the microphone setup, I can just do a click and the microphones change if I want to do the piano tuning. But I get ahead of myself. Let's just say all those sounds are in there for you to explore. This probably sounds like it's worth $400, but you'd be probably off a lot. This is actually $99, and it comes with that software in the box. You just download it. So it's perfect for a backpack. You know, you could do this for school, for your lab. You can play with it at home. It's perfect because it doesn't use up a lot of desktop if you don't have a lot of desktop space in order to do your recording. You know, this is a really, really good keyboard. And by the way, it's velocity and it's slim keys. So rather than at this price range, most of the other keyboards have these really, really, really little mini keys. They don't feel really very good. This is a proprietary keyboard that Arturia put together with our manufacturer. So you can see that it's velocity sensitive and it works with the software. So you get that for $99. Come down to Pitbull Audio. The guys, the experts here will handle you. Get online. These things are great. I highly recommend that you check them out. Again, it's MiniLab MkII. It's Ralph Goldheim from Arturia at Pitbull. Thank you very much for coming.